Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the ZeroLemon extended battery case for the Note 9. Now, for those of you that have been following my coverage, you already know that I love this phone. It is hands down the best device ever made, and I can say that with complete confidence. I didn't think it would be a keeper, and well, here it is, and I'm keeping it, and I'm not even doing a trade-in at that. So this is the 128 gig version, $1,000 US, unlocked. That's the way I like it. And I have been using Samsung's S View case, which is nice, no question about it. Definitely a cool case. The visualization is nice. Protection is fairly good. It does bulk up the phone a little bit, but ZeroLemon, that's what today's all about, was kind enough to furnish me with their brand new power case essentially for this phone. And I was excited about this because it does give you an additional 5,000 milliamp hours of charge on board in the form of a case. Now, this is not a new concept by any means, but it is, in my opinion, a great one for a phone that already has a beast of a battery on board. And not only is it a beast of a battery, but the performance of that battery is incredibly impressive. Now, I will include a link in the description. Again, they did provide this to me for review. I think it's roughly $35 US. And ZeroLemon has a fairly good reputation. For those of you unfamiliar, I am familiar with their products. I have purchased them in the past, and here it is. Now, it is about as low profile as you're going to possibly get for adding on a battery in the way that it does. It does have Type-C pass-through, for those of you that are wondering. So you are not giving up your Type-C port. You can still charge the phone. Bear in mind that if you're charging the phone with this port, while this is connected, it will split the charge across both devices. And that's pretty much it. Rubber body, has all of the buttons accounted for. The cutouts are accounted for. And, of course, S Pen down at the bottom, microphone pinhole at the top, and then your cameras at the back. And then it says right here to press and hold the power button for 3 seconds in order to activate and turn on. So let's just go ahead and see if this has a charge. All right, I'm at 3 seconds, and I see 3 lights. So it's not fully charged up. From what I've heard from the manufacturer, it takes about, I think, 3 hours, give or take, to charge up the 5,000 milliamp hour battery that's in here. Let's go ahead and slide this in. I didn't look at any instructions. I don't think I'm a daredevil, but let's see how this works out. Hopefully well. As I say that. It is already charging the phone, so that's it. So I don't have a screen protector on the phone right now, but you can see it is charging it. I did have the phone intentionally powered off for this test, but there it is. As I mentioned, microphones, have access, your headphone jack, your speaker right here at the bottom, your S Pen, everything is accommodated. And of course, as I mentioned, charging pass-through still available, which I think is a unique novelty. Does it bulk the phone up? Absolutely. Is it a form of protection? Definitely. Do I think you need a screen protector if you're going with a case like this? That is for sure. But it'll be interesting to see how much this really extends the battery life of the phone. Of course, the phone has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery inside of it. So in theory, the 5,000 milliamp hour battery inside the ZeroLemon case should more than recharge the phone. But we'll see exactly how well it does that, how long it takes, and of course, I'm going to follow up. But I do like the form factor. It is thick, but when you put it next to this, it's only slightly larger than the S View case, a little bit thicker. But of course, in terms of functionality, giving you that double battery life is a big deal. And if you do have screen protection, this might be the option for you. Now, it is going to make the fingerprint scanner a little bit more difficult to access. Then again, it might be more comfortable because now it actually gives you a place to rest your finger rather than just hunt on the back of the phone. It's almost as if it's intentional because there is an angled edge here for you to just place your finger over. But otherwise, of course, still gives you full access to both rear 12 megapixel cameras, and the fit and finish look good. That's why when I saw this case, I thought it was a great concept for what already is the king of battery life in its beast mode form that the Note 9 is. And now, to have something like this for travel, which is where I think it is really ideal, is a fantastic thing. Now, I do not believe wireless charging is going to work with this on. Of course, I'll find out as I use it. I do not have a Qi charger here to test it with in the studio, but either way, like the concept, and I'm going to put it through the paces, and I will let you all know. You can see it's blinking right now because it is actively charging the Note 9, but I will let all of you know how it performs if it does actually give you a complete, basically, second battery, because that's what I'm hoping for. Even though it's rated at 5,000 milliamp hours, I will be very happy if it suffices at just fully recharging the 4,000 milliamp hour that we have on board, because that in itself means that you can get more than several days of solid usage out of this phone, because on its own battery, you easily get a full day of heavy usage. So now with something like this, I can see you going 2 days. And that's the beauty of it at under, again, I think it was like 33, 35 US dollars on Amazon. As I mentioned at the top of the video, I will be including a link in the description. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.